What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this shoe review, go ahead and check out my Instagram at Chris Catalunya with an underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload a new video. Fight the algorithm. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, this video would not be possible without the efforts from Kicking It ATX. Kicking It is a sneaker boutique located in the Domain Shopping Center in North Austin, Texas. Whether you're looking for the latest from Nike, Adidas, Saucony, the hundreds, or you just want to talk up your shoe game in the full-service bar lounge in the back, Kicking It has what you need. Check them out at kickingitatx.com. 25 years later, we are getting a retro that is somewhat close to the original's release. I love the retro box that we have going on. It looks hella dope. The cardboard box, the black Nike swoosh on the top. We have the red brim going all the way around with the Just Do It branding on this side, Nike branding on this side and then the other side. More of like that propaganda in black going on this side with the sizing sticker up front. Popping the lid. We have that black plastic that wraps around the shoes, revealing the Jordan 11 IEs in the Bred colorway. Now, they look pretty dope. IE actually stands for International Exclusive. I can't say that I've ever owned the OG pair because, well, I didn't. When these came out, I was 7 years old, living my best life out in Japan in the 1990s. NBA games in Japan were broadcasted like 2 weeks later than the actual live date because the internet wasn't a thing and we had to get those tapes actually shipped over to Japan. And for most households, we all didn't have internet. And if you did have internet, you had dial-up, and that wasn't enough to stream anything. Anyways, with that said, I had no affinity towards the NBA or Michael Jordan at that time just because I didn't have access. Getting back on track, most are familiar with Michael Jordan wearing the playoff 11s, the Bred colorways with the patent leather, and as they should be because they're iconic shoes. However, Michael Jordan, he did wear the IE 11s a handful of times during that same season. The difference between the IE 11s and the playoff 11s? Really? The IEs were slightly lighter, getting rid of that patent leather all the way around the shoe, and the shoe actually enabled him to cut more because they were a low profile shoe as opposed to the highs. And this also provided more airflow since there were dedicated air vents where the patent leather used to be. This is the pair where he sent Patrick Ewing in the Knicks home, leading up to the Orlando versus Bulls matchup. The IE 11s originally released in 1995, retailing for $115 USD. Fast forward to present day 2021, these are set to release on September 17th with a retail set at $170 USD. Add your tax and VAT based on where you reside. Most Jordan brand accounts should be receiving this shoe, such as your boutiques like Kicking It ATX and your typical mall retailers like your Foot Locker and Champs, etc. Looking at the resale market such as StockX, GOAT, SneakerCon, not much hype is building around this shoe, which could be a good thing if you're trying to cop this for personal. Right now, it's hovering slightly over retail after taxes at the $210, $240 range. Looking at them, what sticks out the most to me are the vents running along the midsole of this shoe, especially since I'm accustomed to seeing the patent leather going on in this particular area. Also, while this shoe is the most true reissue to the original, this has had several iterations where you have like the elephant print paneling going on, or you have the upper in a different color, or even the outsole is in a different color. The upper looks good and it feels pretty good in employing that leather, that Durabuck material, that loose gauge meshing. You have that black leather of the smooth format going all the way around the shoe, and the stitching patterns are lined up pretty well, giving more style points to the shoe. The Durabuck is soft and it changes colors as you run your fingers across. These also form the structure for the vents and is backed by a loose gauge mesh material done in a black color to enable breathability. The vents run from lateral to heel to the medial side of the shoe. The tongue is a combination of all those materials, but it's predominantly done in that black smooth format leather. Sitting atop the tongue, you'll see that red embroidered Jumpman right there. And in the lacing system, we are given like a black poly rope shaped lace. As we get inside, the sock liner and the back of the tongue are padded and covered in red cotton fabric. It's padded at the lateral, at the heel, and the medial of the shoe to secure and comfort the ankle. The insoles are kind of lackluster. That's kind of expected. It attains a black piece of fabric with the red Jumpman at the heel placed on a thin white piece of, I'm not too sure what this material is, whether it's foam, because it doesn't feel like foam, but actually, in reading this, it says PU022, so it's a polyurethane build. The white base of the shoe is Nike's proprietary technology called Phylon. Pretty much, it's an EVA foam. If you were to cut the shoe in half directly down the middle, inside the Phylon would be a full-length air unit to provide cushioning. The outsole of the shoe is pretty dope. It's definitely one of my favorite parts of the IE11s, especially since it's employing that blown rubber translucent bottom paired with solid red pods that have that zigzag traction pattern going on. It looks pretty dope. And I love that the translucent portions, it enables you to see the carbon fiber shank plate of red and black that you see right here. It runs 3/4 across the shoe, and the white Jumpman underneath. You can see part of that carbon fiber exposed right here in red and black. Now, this carbon fiber shank, it provides torsional support and rigidity. When it comes to sizing, you may want to go a half size down. I don't know if you've ever worn 11s before. You can always get sized up at your local sneaker shop using a Brannick device or by trying sitting pairs of Jordan 11s. You'll probably have a better chance of seeing lows in stock than highs, but it doesn't really matter. In terms of comfortability, I think Jordan 11s, they're one of the more comfortable Jordans on the market, not concerning the materials on the upper, but concerning the cushioning system on the shoe. The cushioning of the Phylon and the air unit and the support of the shank, I do enjoy wearing 11s, though you can always remove the insole, pop in a Heliflux boost like insole, your own orthotics, or some soft soles like me if you need some pronation support. Link in the description box below. Overall, this release has been overdue. While it's not one of the more popular models, it definitely deserves its shine. There's history to the shoe. Jordan actually rocked this model on the court, leading him to his 4th ring, and it's a Jordan 11 that doesn't have patent leather on it. I know there are a lot of people out there that hate patent leather. I'm one of those people. And I know most are partial to the playoff 11s, but there probably wouldn't have been a 4th ring without this particular model. Jokes, that's a joke, but seriously. 25 years later, we're getting a properly retro shoe, a properly retro box, though no retro card, but I have zero complaints. I think the Jordan IE11s, they're a good shoe. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. What do you think about this properly retro Jordan 11 IE in the Bred colorway? Did Jordan Brand do justice to this shoe? Are you trying to pick these up? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram at ChrisCatalunya with an underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload a new video. Fight the algorithm. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for kicking it with me. I'm Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers. Sige na.